Hi guys, my name is Artem and I already tweet this slide with KyivJS hashtag. So you can find them on GitHub by KyivJS hashtag and you're welcome to contribute, to look, to use. Huh? Oh, that's a good point. Now? Now? Come on. Yeah, now yes. Final one. Okay? It's okay? Yeah. Okay. So let's relax a little bit and talk about learning. I will not have difficult slide with a lot of code and so forth. But I'll still need your attention. And the topic is pretty interesting. You're very welcome to interrupt me during the whole conversation. Just raise your hands up. Oh, by the way. Raise your hands up and ask your question. Yes, you guess it, and you know it. Remember, there is no dumb questions. So ask any questions that you have. And for the question, you get a Snickers. Yes, please. Yeah, huh?
So, lunchtime is starting now.
A little bit. What's the question?
I want to try how it works.
How it works, yes. Yes. That's ideal questions. Yeah.
That was not a question.
Huh?
That was not a question.
Yeah. It's not a question, right? So let's talk about IT. So started about 1950. Let's not talk about ADA and all this stuff. First computer was invented in 1950, so we count it like in 1950 it was started, right? And since then, yes. Who knows how many languages do we have? Yes.
Do you know you make mistake?
I made a mistake? Where? Here?
Yeah,
Why?
because first computer invented not in 1950s. I felt it means a little bit earlier.
Okay, and you
Second World War.
huh? Second World War, and
One
Who?
machine.
Enigma. Okay. So
Touch Enigma, touch invented one device.
it was mechanical one, right? First electronical one. It's good. That's a good point. Yeah. How many languages do we have since then? Like, anybody knows? I know these two guys know, but it's not fair. Now, who will be closer? I will give a Snickers. Like it's fair. How? Many?
A lot.
No, it's not close enough.
What is not a number? We need that.
50,000, 300,000.
more suggestions. 3,000 thousands. That's all?
No, there was 1,000. Well, 1,000.
300,000 or what?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Who said 1,000?
Someone over there.
Yes, I got it. So I, as usual developers do, I went to Google and I Google it, and Wiki show us a list of languages. So you can go and try it. It's really a list, but nobody wants to count it. It's about 8,500. I even don't want to count how many IDs, how many I don't know, the technologies, frameworks, and all the other stuff we have. So we just see the progress in these 65 years, maybe more. We see a huge progress in it, right? And let's talk about learning. As you see, it started a little bit earlier than IT, just a little bit. And as usually, I went to Google and Google it, and Wikipedia showed me nothing. Like, she don't know about learning methods. She don't know about learning techniques. The only thing that I found was study skills. I started to read it, and I understand that it's based on articles that's 50 or like 65 years old. So old as IT, basically. And like nothing going on. Like really, we don't improve ourselves. Like, I don't believe in it. And I thought, if it's so bad in the world, how it's in Ukraine, how it's in post-Soviet countries. I was an unlucky guy, so during 2001-2007, I learned in National Pedagogical University and studied psychology there. And who knows this guy? You? Really? How? What do you know about him? Nothing?
He's a teacher.
Famous teacher, right?
He was the guy who has to say how we must chill.
We must teach them, yeah. Like the main points for me is in charge of correctional facility, working in head office on NKVD from 1935, and we're still learning a lot about his techniques that he provides in universities, and I bet that they still are learning these techniques now. Can you imagine? It's like, I'm happy that he died in 4 years after he made in charge of them, but it's not a progress. It's what we are learning still, and I bet that your kids will, your teachers that taught your kids will use these methodologies too. So I'm here with Barbara to change something in educational system, in learning system. We need to get pressure on universities, get pressure on schools and so forth, because they will not change themselves. The progress is too slow there. Yes, exactly. For example, who here has master, baccalaureate, or specialist degree here? Raise your hands up, please. So you started about 16 years, 15, 18, about 16 years, right? And who had a course about learning? 2, 3 hands. About 3, it's good enough, I mean. More, 4 people from all of it. Because basically we learning for 16 years, but nobody tell us how to learn, what to use, how to do it. And why I think it's really important, because a lot of the students still highlighting texts in the books, and they don't know that making notes on the fields is a lot more effective. Still, a lot of students rereading their notes or rereading books when they prepare to exams, but it creates only illusion of competence. You are not extracting your data from your memory. You are not remembering it better. Okay, let's talk about pain now. You understand what I mean. Yes. One of the main techniques that you can use in your life is stop to procrastinate and go to action. And why it's so difficult sometimes? Why we can't stop to do it? Because when you think about some topic that's rather complicated, that you don't want to start, you actually activate the part in your brain that you almost feel pain. Automatically try to escape this situation. So you're going to do something enjoyable. Browse Facebook, go on YouTube, do anything but not to start doing your task. And it's how, one best way how to resolve it. Just switch to implementation, just to making what you need to do. And this is associated with the pain part in your brain. An example of it, you can use it, can not use it, but just try it one more time. I know that a lot of you know about this technique. I know. Focus it in diffuse mode of thinking. It's a great example of the technique, how you can use it. It's you focus on some task and resolve it. You go for a walk for 15 minutes. You go to do some mechanical work. and the idea comes in your mind by itself. And believe me, a lot of great scientists use it. Don't forget about sleeping, because your brain needs to recover. You need to recover all the system, and it's pretty complicated. If you have not enough sleep, it's yes, and chunking. Oh, sorry. I bet you all know about it, because we are programmers. We separate big tasks in the smallest one and implement it one by one, but still think about it when you're learning too. Illusion of competence in mini testing, we already talked about it a little bit, but what's really checking, if you know something, is when you test yourself, when you try to make a small test, how good you are in it, how you remember it. And don't forget about value of mistakes. It's important to do them, because someday, like you sitting with this bug like for 2 hours, and then you figure out that it was just some curly braces that you forget to put, and you will never forget it. And again, it's about procrastination. Don't forget it, because it's your main enemy. That's why it's second time on the slides. You need to know and repeat a couple times, but you remember it how short-term memory to long-term memory. And also create a visual metaphor. Hints for text. Like hours to all these materials, and you can browse it yourself. Talk about how you are not interested in it, and why it's so easy, and you remembering so nicely when you're really interested in it. Yes. The main question is that we have a widely projected system of dopamine neurons in our brain that play a big part of remembering and motivation. Also, couple or more neuromodulators that influence on how you learn. In cost days, I know about it. What? Sleeping? No, not right. Happiness. Yeah. It's not only joy. Yeah, people with lack of serotonin, they had a depression, actually, and they got Prozac to get out of it, and it's now pretty popular in United States, but it's not only depression. People that are in jail for violent crime are usually the lowest level of serotonin in.
The problem is they have not enough amount of sun, because we need sun for making serotonin.
No, you get my idea is people for violent crime in jail have the lowest level of serotonin in society. And you think the reason is why.
In our prison or in USA prison?
So you think it makes a difference between our and USA prison if they have.
I don't have experience.
In US-based prison, yeah, you're right. But because in our prison, nobody cares about them and what level of serotonin they have. I'm sure about it. They just don't care. Okay, but it influences on your emotions and actually how you behave in a group. So pretty important neuromodulator too for you. And our main that we interested main, it's great discovery during my lifetime that this particular neuron responds to our motivation. So yeah, you can also read about it on Wiki. And what is important that with the dopamine, it motivates us, and when we can wait for reward for some time if we know that we get it after with hard task that we implemented. And also why it's important, because when we use drugs, we get a dopamine. When we get unexpected rewards, we get the dopamine increase in our brain too. So it's important. Why it's important with dopamine? This way we can our brains that we will get rewards and work with a huge task. Also amygdala. So I'm talking now about our emotion. The recent studies proved that our emotion influence on how we study a lot, because previously they all thought that it's not matter in what mood we are. It's actually play a really big role. So as for me, the obvious conclusion, we are all addicted here. And I don't know about you guys, what you planning to do with it, but I want more. Yeah, and I'll give you some. Yes. So, how you can get more, basically. I encourage you to learn in groups, because they stimulate you not only by emotion, but they also check your knowledges. You can be a star there. You can discuss the topics that you want. You can check all other variation of resolving the same task, not by trying to implement it multiple times, but other people implement it, and so forth. And one of the ways to do it is be involved in the community, be involved in meetup, conferences, courses. As for me, for example, conferences give me a lot of pleasure and a lot of motivation, because I see so many minds that are interested in the same topics that I'm involved in, and that are really motivated, that love what they're doing, and so forth.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
A lot of courses in IT it's good. Nowadays it's horrible things, because every alone one book start make courses.
Yeah, it's kind of a problem when they are not professional, right?
Yeah.
But it resolves, when with other in community, even when the teacher is bad, they still communicate, and they still make some progress. I agree with you that maybe unprofessional teachers, it's really bad, and we should do something with that. But I don't know. Usually you get pretty good guys. That's something, and you can figure it out by the learning, by the process of learning.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. It's a difficult topic to figure out how when there are a lot of unprofessional courses out there. I will share with you some professional ones. And also, I want to show you some dealers that can give you some. Actually, I know these two guys in the corners that are pretty good dealers. Yeah. And if you want to, I talked about learning, and if you want to know what to learn, I encourage you to see Andrew's talk on KyivJS. Hype, what to learn, what technology to learn next. And if you want to know where to get it, then his next talk on web framework JS when he talked about everything that's going on in Ukraine nowadays, I think. Yes, and about your question about courses. Well, we make some, I hope we make professional one. Yes, because like we don't charge our students at all. And they are offline, and we teach like, I think five languages now, right? Front-end, JavaScript mostly, Ember, Ruby on Rails, Erlang, C#, right? Our teachers, usually it's developers from some companies, and they are on a pretty good level. And it's a question about unprofessional, I bet they're really professional one, because, for example, Andrew, yes, Johnny, they are all involved in making these courses, and the best guys that you can, I think, find in Ukraine, one of the best guys. And they make it for free. Oh, come on.
Next week I do
Next week you do it for money. Okay.
But I give a discount.
Huh?
But I give a discount.
But he gives this.
Sorry, can I ask a question about courses?
Yeah.
What about Java, Scala, JavaScript?
Like, you know, with Java, it was interesting. We finished half of the slides, and then Java then disappeared. I don't know. Yeah. But we will see. We're actually now trying to make Django courses, Python one. And about Java, come on, jump in. We are always open to it.
Mikola, I think you could be a good trainer for Java courses.
Yes, I agree. As I said, the best one in our company. Yeah. And also, yeah, I encourage you don't use drugs. We have enough problems in our life. Yes, you use the natural one. Like, go to this direction. Yes, and yeah, I want to show you the resources that I use. But basically, learning how to learn is the most popular course in the world. More than 1 million people apply. It's not so long, so I encourage you to browse around and see and look into it, because knowing how to learn better, more effectively will help you a lot. Because so many technologies nowadays, so many things that we need to learn. Brainfact.org, you can, if you want to know about your brain more and how it works. And a mind of numbers in Russian seems like думай как математик. The book that this course is based on. So if you don't want to watch all this video, you can just read it. And other links, you can just browse a little bit. So, thank you. Any questions? Yes.
Wait a second. Give you mic.
Yeah, maybe I can help on this conference now. My question is, I heard sports activity helps make good learning skills and make how I understood make a good result after you learn a skill. Did you try to make some kind of sport activity to help you make learning something?
Excellent questions. And you can read about it, and it's actually proved. Why? Because with sport activity, you like bootstrapping only by like chaining it a little bit, and your brain is part of it, you know. So you neurons rest quicker during this time. So it's definitely a plus. And also when we talk about diffused, concentrated and diffuse modern learning, so sport activity as a diffuse modern learning is like an excellent example of how to use it.
Thanks.
Yes.
I know that in developed countries, some things like
Yeah, so tell in Russian, I'll try to.
типа гормонов is really widespread. Yes. And штуки типа допамина и так далее, они просто продаются в аптеках.
You mean yeah, you can what increase the activity of dopamine in your brain. Harry, come on, jump in. Almost. Okay, grab a second one. Like you. Yes. Okay.
That
Yeah.
guy got the sneakers for free.
You catch it. What can do? Yes. Next one.
I'm sorry. I hope without sneakers, my question, okay?
You know what? Okay. Like I have an option for you.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Question.
So my question is, why in your slides we not see anything about repetition? I think one of the best things in the learning is spaced repetition.
What do you mean? Repeating the material?
Yes, repeating materials. Service like LangShell for English or Anki-Soft for repeating.
Yeah, it was the slides when you're putting something from your short-term memory to your long-term memory.
Yes.
And it's basically about repeating.
Yes.
Yes, this one. About repeating. So when you repeat something, you put it from your short-term memory to your long-term memory. And there is a couple ways how you can do it. And basically it's better work when you do it like 3 days, then make some pause for a couple of days,
Yes,
then repeat it one time again.
Spaced repetition.
Yes. It's the best way how quickly put something from your short-term memory to your long-term memory. It's true. Thank you for the question.
Do you have some experience in this way? Can you?
Yeah, I prepared for the slides. For this talk. So couple days I work on the slides. I talk it to my friends, and then I rest a little bit. Then I talk it to Andrew and Johnny.
Train кидаться сникерсами.
Yeah. Change. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
We actually have two types of learning. First of all, it is remembering some facts, and second is understanding that fact and keeping in it.
I don't know how you can.
Another.
Huh? Yeah.
Keep it linked with another fact in our brain.
Систематизация и
Yes. But my question is there any special drugs for each kind of this activity?
Each kind of what? Each kind of activity.
Kind of this learning activity.
One drug for remembering facts, another one to building associations.
No. See, our neural modulation system works like more like unconscious part of all of this, like speeding up the communication between neurons, from neuron to neuron, and it's not a big difference between you understanding the material or you trying to remember the material. It's still communication between them.
Can I disagree with you? Can I disagree with you?
Disagree, of course.
Look, we all know drugs named LSD.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when you need to understand very hard system with a very big amount of some endpoints, when you use LSD, as I read, I have not experience, then you can more easily understand this system. Because
you mean it's like making this diffused and...
Короче, по-русски, если тебе нужно больше, чем вот это вот 7 плюс минус 2, этого принципа, который мы можем держать в сознании, тогда ты закидываешься чем-то типа LSD, и тогда ты можешь больше держать элементов системы в понимании. Да.
You think about this, yeah? So
Yes.
it's created like a diffuse mode of thinking and relaxing a little bit. When you concentrate and you focus, you like in it, and it's like relaxing a little bit your mind and giving you ability.
No, not relaxing. You have
Чуваки,
Yeah.
пауза и потом, окей?
Okay.
Okay,
We have another questions. We have so many people who are still hungry. And won't get sneakers.
2 seconds, 2 seconds, I will answer a question. I think maybe you're right, but it's pretty difficult to make an experiment and prove it.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it's good. Next one.
So,
Probably I have an open question. Actually, probably it is somehow linked to the previous one because I came to conclusion recently that we have two types of memory, like keeping the data itself in our brain and keeping the links to data.
You mean structuring?
No, not structuring. You keep the information in your brain or link on how you can find this information somewhere else. And I noticed that I myself I have more second time the type of remembering, like keeping the links. Is it bad or?
No. Think like when you try to remember something, you actually make a connection between neurons. It's how it works on underground there. So you make a connection, and the links is still a connection. If you want to explore this more,
External links.
Huh?
External links. I'm not storing the data itself in my brain. I'm storing the links and how I can find this data in external world, like the internet.
Профессор помнит, где найти аспиранта, который знает, где стоит учебник.
Yeah, exactly.
Good. What's the question then? Like, yeah, it's a good methodology. What?
Is it good or bad?
No, it's not bad. I think not bad. It depends on if you can use it. It's still good for you. Like, yeah, Russell.
Only one answer. If it's work, it's okay. It's not work, it's bad.
Yes. Oh wow! Wow. Not relaxing.
you missed Andrei, who asked question and haven't received the sneakers. I think you.
You can
Or you.
afterwards, guys. You can come to me, get some sneakers. If you didn't get it, get some stickers. Yes. Next question.
Yeah, I have a question. I was listening to your performance really carefully, your talk, and I don't know if I skip or not, but you haven't told anything about different ways of getting information. Like, for example, people who are visuals, who are getting information from pictures, for example. You talk about repetition, but for me, it's not working. No matter what, how many times I'm repeating, it's not working.
What do you mean? No, I talk more not about repeating. Repeating is actually not working. It's
not working at all.
But extracting data from your memory working. When you try to explain it to somebody, when you're trying to make mini tests or something like that, it's actually checking your knowledge and you're trying to extract the data. It's proved. You mean different types of getting it into your memory? Yeah, it works.
No, like there is different kinds of people. For example, the ones who are getting information more visually, some get information.
Somebody reading, somebody by watching video, and for different people it's different. Yes, but try to find your own way. Why not?
Okay.
Yes, I agree. Grab the sneakers. Almost. Yes.
Okay, you said that the good way to avoid some boring things is to move from theoretical learning into practical one.
Yes.
But it leads us to the known issue, for example, in IT, between the difference between the software engineer and just programmer. Because the solving problems is the complex things, which is based on experience and some approaches. So, what can you suggest to get some motivation in learning theoretical knowledge, in achieving some new things in theoretical field?
When we talked about dopamine, you remember about it? Promise yourself something after you will accomplish a task. Promise something for your brain. It's work on unconscious part. It really works. It's proved. So this is the answer you how to motivate yourself. And find your way. Find your way to make it more enjoyable. Find a way to make it more interesting. Learn it with somebody. like you must find your way to motivate your brain to make it more funny, huh?
It's completely personal.
Yes, it's mostly personal. What's you interested in? Because somebody wants to be a star and he ready to learn anything to be the best one, like to shine there in the group. He's number one and so forth. Somebody just like to do it with other guys, like to communicate. Yeah, it's personal, definitely.
One more question. Ask you, coding in programming languages, obsession and addiction.
Sorry, one more time.
You listen. Coding, as to you, the coding in programming languages, addiction and obsession.
What's the question?
I don't get it. Yeah, sorry, I don't get it. English is not my first language. Johnny. Andrew.
I missed the question because
I don't understand. Yeah, really. Can you say the question in other words? I just doesn't get it.
If you coding in programming languages, I mean, it is obsessive, make you obsession, the coding of programming language,
the coding
addiction
itself.
to programming language.
Well, coding itself is drug.
You mean coding itself is drug or not? I think
Causing the programming effects like drugs or something like that.
no. I think your brain understands it like your motivation, what you get out of it. So if you get money out of it, if you get some.
No, I know about money.
Hmm?
I know about money, about process of coding.
If it gives you enjoy to get into the process.
The programming itself is giving you joy or not? I about that.
I think no, more with results, but it's my opinion. To figure it out, I think it's, difficult. No, not easy question, good one. Coding itself give you a joy or not?
I think that not the coding in general.
А может без дискуссий?
Yeah, we can left it afterwards.
Yeah.
Because there are okay, stop. Stop. Just to give you an agenda, the food will come in about half an hour. So we have plenty of
So
time.
we have more questions.
We have 7 Snickers and bounties left. And I want to give chance to that part of the audience.
by the way.
And so if you're super interested, you guys got Snickers already, so all good. You can talk afterwards. While eating pizza.
I have some questions, but there is no stickers.
Yeah, with well, you know.
You do have some stickers, right?
Huh?
You only have some stickers.
Yeah, I have some.
Okay, so ask for stickers. Questions first. If I missed something, maybe you had some slide with resources, like recommended sources.
It was.
For them. The second question. What is your recommended areas of self-studies, self-investigations, summarizing your?
What do you areas of self-studies?
Like what areas could be deepened by ourselves? Like you just gave some ideas, shared some ideas, but what could be investigated more deeply by ourselves?
Okay, I posted to Twitter. There is a link at the end. I encourage you to read the book about learning and to know more how you can learn more effectively for yourself, to figure it out. And then what to learn. Actually, this guy talked in his talk, hype. If you're asking about programming, anti-hype. Oh, anti-hype. Okay, on KyivJS. So he suggested what language to learn, why, and explained like a big talk for half an hour or more. Yes, and he explained why he still knows Java.
Okay.
So you will find it there. I think his speech is great.
And one more big question. Can you pretend as you are oracle, like for future in the time and see what new trends will appear from prism of your speech, of your subject? What new technologies, what new things we will see? Like
I mean,
10
what's
years,
new technologies in learning?
Exactly.
Oh, it's hard to produce.
Yeah.
I think they will find out some new drugs. And yeah, it's already, as you know, they like they checking it for chess players, and math guys use it too. So we will see, and they will explore more our brain how it actually works, how to make it maybe even more easier to run something. But moving in this direction. Questions? Yeah, I agree with that. Yes.
We all have to deal with really big amount of information.
Yes.
Such as the information in our brain. So maybe you know most effective way to deal with it.
I mean, yeah, I got it. You mean that we overload with information nowadays, and it's so much of it, and you need to figure out the way how to understand what is important for you, what is not, and to create your system to work with it. Yes, I think there is a couple ways. First, and it's described in this link that I gave after, at the end. First is to make a list for you what to do next day, and the list for a week that you should actually do. And start with this list, like eat the frog. Maybe you heard about this technique. So make the most difficult task in the morning, and then all other tasks. And then you will basically structure what is more important for you and do first what's more important for you in the morning when your brain is still in the best condition. It's one of the like two good techniques, and most of them you can find. Think about it. Yeah. It's a great question.
So
yes,
my question is about the last thing that you mentioned. I want to ask about vitamins that are really helpful for programmers. Like vitamins that we can find not in some medicines.
Not from this device, yes.
Yes, but vitamins that we can buy in a simple supermarket in some country in Japan and China.
I got it. Eat more nuts, definitely. Don't forget nuts, but nuts, I think. More nuts. And for your brain activity, I don't think that I don't think that vitamins is more important. More important is your motivation. It's how to keep yourself in a good mood. And for all of this, you need to be healthy, feel yourself good, and so forth. So it's basically all conditioned, not only for your brain. I encourage you to think about yourself as a whole system, one system.
So, like doctors, they have really problems that sometimes they have handshaking problem, and they resolve it by buying in supermarkets magnesium. And we have problems that sometimes programmers that start at computer 12 hours per day, and so on. They have problem with their minds and are focused in some thing.
Yes, because it's not so good for your body to spend 12 hours.
The question is about can you find something like magnesium that resolves this problem?
No, I think with abusing your body and your mind, and with not making breaks for yourself, with some drugs or some pills, you will not get the good results. You need to think about what will be with you in 5 years if you do that. Because you are not only using your mind. Don't forget about your spine. Don't forget about all your body that needs some air, needs some sun, and so forth. Like abusing it and trying to use some pills, some drugs will not give you good results in a long term.
Yes. More questions?
There is one.
There is one. Right. Can I ask one? Did I get the sneakers for this question? I forgot about you. Thanks.
I would ask, how do you motivate yourself to move on to learn some new, to do new things that you didn't do before? And how do you reward yourself, maybe?
Reward myself? Actually, you're promising yourself something after study. So I will finish this task and I'll go on partying. I'll do. Second option, I'm one of the organizers of this process, so you should go there. Guys are waiting for you. You need to finish. You need to show that you are not the stupidest one in the room. Yeah, and it's motivating to keep moving. Still make it.
Question about answer. When you will start next course about JavaScript or Angular or something?
Spring, yes. I think Spring. Spring about its front end and Python and Angular. I think Autumn and Ruby and maybe Ruby and JavaScript. I don't know. Autumn too. I think. Autumn, yeah. Right.
That's it.
Alrighty.